morning. Welcome to Morning Stretch, and we are going to start in seated pose today. So we're going to find your comfortable seated position, cross-legged, legs extended. If neither of those serve you today, child's pose, resting pose. Grab your cup of coffee and just listen in pose. I've heard from 2 people now that they do that on a regular basis. And I'm down with that. I think that's amazing. So whatever is serving you and your mind and your body and your spirit, just join us today. So find your comfortable seated position and your sit bones connected with the earth. Draw the top of your head up towards the sky. Ears over shoulders, shoulders released away from the ears. And shoulders over hips. Soften the jaw, soften the skin of your face, and start sinking in. Start grounding. Start feeling connected with the earth. And allow that earth and the connection to feel like it is holding you in place. That it's doing some of the work so that you don't have to. Allow that feeling to give you comfort and confidence that maybe you don't have to do it all. At the same time, start lengthening the spine, releasing the top of the head up towards the sky. Still softening the shoulders, still finding the alignment, and seeing if you can both ground and release and find stillness and comfort. Check in with your breath. Feel the cool air coming in through the nose. Let it feel soft on your skin. Noticing the breath without changing it, without judging it. Just noticing and observing. And knowing that that's how we practice with our emotions too. That's part of how we pause. Noticing and respecting without immediately reacting or changing. Scanning from the top of the head all the way to the bottoms of the feet. Checking in with yourself. Mindfully noticing what feels good. I know we oftentimes focus on maybe the tension or the tightness or the discomfort, but maybe today, check in and notice first what feels really good. Maybe your spirit feels light today. Maybe your mind feels less cluttered today. Maybe you just slept really good and your body feels good this morning. So after you're finished scanning, then scan one more time and notice where you might be holding. Because those are the areas that we want to breathe into. We want to exhale fully and start to release them so that we can get the most out of our practice today and hopefully let go of some of that discomfort and pain. So after you've scanned, the second time around, start drawing your attention towards the breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale for a count of 6. Holding at the top. Exhale for the count of 6. Keeping your alignment, inhale. Long, slow exhales. Inhale for a count of 7. Long, slow exhale for the count of 7. Inhale for the count of 7. Long, slow exhale for the count of 7. last deep breath. Inhale for the count of 8. Stopping at 7 if that's where you need to stop. Long, slow exhale. And then wiggle the fingers and toes, bring your awareness back to your space. Softening the jaw, letting your breath return to neutral. Maybe opening your eyes, but maybe keeping them closed too. So releasing the right ear to the right shoulder. Start opening up the side of the neck. Releasing that left shoulder down towards the earth. Deepening the stretch by bringing the left fingertips towards your mat. Maybe walking the fingertips away from the body. To deepen even further, lightly take the right fingertips to the left side of the head. And lightly draw that ear closer to the right shoulder. Just noticing how it feels, remembering there's no pain in yoga. If there's pain, we dial it back. We check in with our ego, and we release. On the next exhale, release the top hand down towards the earth, draw the neck towards neutral, and setting up for this next side. So really checking in with your sit bones, making sure they're connected, making sure that the alignment, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, and then left ear to left shoulder. And make this kind of a process. So really lengthening and then releasing. Then inviting the right hand to come down towards the earth, fingertips to the mat, and then spider walk them away from the body. Checking in at each place so that you're mindfully noticing how this feels. If it feels good and you want to go deeper, then you can invite the left fingertips to the right side. Gently release the head further towards the left shoulder. Continue with the breath, deep inhales and exhales. And then on the next exhale, release the top hand, release the neck to neutral, coming into a neutral spine. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, big exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears, engage the core, exhale, release. One last time, inhale, shoulders up to the ears, big exhale to release. Inhale, open the arms up wide, opening the chest, opening the heart. Exhale, round the arms, chin to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Coming to neutral, but keeping the arms rounded. And then just tummy twist side to side. So starting to bring some spinal twist into the practice. Continuing with the breath. One more time on each side. And come to neutral. Release the hands towards the mat. Inhale, sweeping the right arm up and over. Really feeling the fingertips reaching away from the body. Feeling the stretch from the fingertips all the way to the hip. Creating a nice long line. Keeping the alignment. Softening the jaw. Continue the breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhales. And then on the next exhale, returning to neutral. Inhale, lifting the left arm up and over. Feeling that long line from the fingertips all the way to the hip. Softening the jaw. Long, slow exhale. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Open that heart, chest. Release the shoulders. Exhale, round. And then drawing the body forward, knees release to the long edge of the mat. Big toes meet behind, hips are released to the heels, and then slowly walking the hands out in front for extended child's pose. As we extend the arms out in front, really strengthen the arms as we're releasing the forehead down. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, arms are strengthened. On the exhale, release everything down. So releasing the hips closer to the heels, releasing the armpits near the earth, softening the arms, releasing the forehead down. Jaw is soft. Deep breaths in through the nose, long, slow exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale. Draw the hands back towards the body. Release the knees back to neutral. Sitting in hero's pose. If it doesn't feel good to sit on the heels, you can release up to the knees. Otherwise, meet me in hero pose. So sitting with the crown of the head towards the sky, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And then clasping hands behind, sending the fists towards the earth, releasing the shoulders away, looking up towards the sky, opening the shoulders, opening the heart. Continuing the breath. Drawing gratitude in, gratitude for the day ahead, gratitude for this time that we're practicing together. And then slowly release, coming into tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, nice long spine. Gaze towards the mat. So fingertips are pressed into the mat. The weight of the body is evenly distributed between the palms of the hands. Really pressing the earth away. And then taking a deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, extending left leg long. Toes connect, core is engaged. And then on the inhale, lifting the left leg up, arcing it over, resting the left toes on the right side. And then looking, turning your eyes towards the left toes. Core is engaged. Deep breaths in through the nose, long, slow exhales. Inhale, lifting the leg up and over and releasing the toes back to the earth. On the next inhale, lifting the left leg parallel with the floor. Engage from the glutes all the way to the heel, pressing into the heel. And then releasing right arm in front, thumb pointed towards the sky. Core is engaged. On the next exhale, draw elbow in towards knee. So kind of rounding the back to make room for the knee to meet the elbow. Exhale, lengthen everything long. Inhale, draw the elbow in towards the knee. Exhale, everything long. Core stays engaged. One more time. Elbow to knee, extend everything long. And then release into tabletop. Extend left leg out towards the side for gate pose. So shoulders are still over wrists. Left hip is over, right hip is over the right knee. Left leg extended long out to the side. Try and find all four corners of the feet on that left foot. And just releasing the ground away from the body. On the next exhale, release everything back to tabletop. Inhale, release the left arm high. Exhale, thread the left fingertips underneath the right arm, releasing that left shoulder to the earth. Bringing the hips back to neutral, and then release the right arm long. Release that side, the side of the face towards the earth. Long, slow inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in, and on the exhale, draw the right hand towards the face, pushing the body back up to tabletop and setting up for the other side. On the next exhale, release right leg behind, toes toes connected with the earth, fingertips pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg high, arcing it over, releasing to the left-hand side, and then turning your gaze towards those right toes. Soften the jaw, core is engaged, deep inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose, long, so exhale, releasing the right leg back behind the body, toes connected. Inhale, lift the right leg parallel with the floor, and then extend left arm in front, thumb pointed up. Core is engaged, pressing the earth away from the body with the right hand. On your next inhale, release elbow to knee, curling the spine to make room. Exhale, release. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale to release. One last time. Core stays engaged. And then release everything out. Release left hand down. Release the right knee back to tabletop. Extend right leg out to the side. Try and find all four corners of the right foot connected with the earth. Shoulders over wrists. Fingertips pressing into the mat. Really strengthening so that you're releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Feeling the stretch in the leg, keeping the core engaged. Soften the jaw. Continue the breath. One more deep breath. On the exhale, slowly release the right leg back to tabletop. Inhale, release right arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread the fingertips through the left arm. Release the right side of the head towards the mat, and then extend left arm long. On each exhale, releasing everything down. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. So sometimes when we work with the left-hand side, the hips are going to move towards the left naturally. Really engage the core and draw the hips back to neutral. Long, slow inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose, and then on the exhale, draw the left hand back towards the body, coming into tabletop. Bringing the handprints, one handprint in front of where they are, turn the toes under, release the tailbone high into downward dog. Knowing this is our first downward dog, so keep the knees soft, draw the ears in between the elbows. Release the armpits down. So really opening and widening the shoulders across the top of the back. Heels drawing towards the earth, but no need for them to completely meet. Slow pedal the feet back and forth, feeling the stretch on the back of the legs. Tailbone is really raised high, so we're looking for kind of an A-frame for your down dog. So we want tailbone high, head low, shoulders wide. Slow pedaling the feet, just warming the body up. And then slowly look between the hands and walk the feet all the way up. Into our forward fold, knees can be bent generously. Draw the top of the head towards the earth. If this is too much of a challenge for your balance, widen the stance just a little bit. Soften the jaw. Release the top of the head towards the earth. And then slowly bringing the hands to opposite elbows and allowing the whole top of the body to drape over. One more deep breath. Long, slow exhale, release the arms, and then slowly allow the body to roll all the way up. Taking the time with your head, give it just a minute. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, engage the core. Fingertips released up towards the sky. And then exhale, swan dive, open the arms up wide, bending the knees generously to plant the hands next to the feet. Stepping right foot back, left to meet, high plank. Invite the low plank, we're still warming up. Take 2 more breaths. Shoulders over wrists, pressing into the heels. Release to the knees, draw the elbows close into the body, release slowly down towards the mat. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders released. Exhale, turn the toes under, pressing into downward dog. Looking between the hands, stepping left foot forward, right to meet, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale to heart center. Taking 5 breaths in mountain pose. Feeling the 4 corners of both feet. The weight of the body evenly distributed. Strengthening the legs, the glutes. Draw the belly button in towards the backbone. Release the shoulders. Hands pressed together at namaste or prayer pose, thumbs to the heart, reminding us we are all connected by no mistake. Slow inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale. Staying at the front of the mat, I'm going to turn towards you so you can see a little bit better. But drawing the right toes to the mat, right knee bent forward, and then hinging out to the side for tree pose. If your balance is challenging you today, keep the toes connected, or start drawing the heel underneath the knee. Or if it feels good to go further and still helps to keep the hips happy, then you can draw the heel all the way up into the upper thigh. No pressure on the knee, shoulders release, core is engaged. Find a focal point just to keep your balance a little bit easier. So we are going to challenge the balance today. And you can stop and modify at any point. So if at any point you need to put the foot down, put the foot down. Be kind to yourself. Core stays engaged. On your next exhale, slowly release the right foot into the right hand. So I usually take the right hand behind the right leg, slowly release the leg, and then try and capture the top of the foot into the palm of my hand. Coming into dancer pose, so I'm going to turn a little bit. I'm going to turn a little bit and get my balance. So, starting with dancer pose with the knee pointed down towards the earth, checking in with your hips, and then hinging, pressing the top of the foot into the hand, releasing the left arm long, micro bend in the left knee so you're not locking out. And then to further the challenge of the balance, coming back to neutral, and then slowly releasing the right foot, grabbing it with your left into a modification of tree pose. So this is the modification if it doesn't feel good to just naturally rest the foot in the upper thigh. You can always draw that knee down towards the earth, hold the foot, and extend the arm out to the side. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Core remains engaged. Soften the jaw. Continue the breath. And then slowly release, coming back to mountain pose. Sweeping the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale, swan dive. All the way down, stepping back, right leg long, left to meet in high plank. Slowly lower down. Lower to the knees if that feels good to your body. Elbows tight in towards the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, turn the toes under, pushing the hips high for downward dog. Exhale, stepping left foot forward, right to meet into forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale to heart center, setting up for tree pose on the other side. So bending the left knee, toes connecting, sending the left knee out to the side. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Shifting the weight of the body into the right foot. And then slowly inviting left foot below the knee or above the knee. No pressure on the knee. Soften the breath. And then as you feel ready, either setting the foot down and joining me in dancer pose, or slowly release that left hand behind the leg, slowly releasing the leg, top of the foot into the hand. Checking in with the hips, and then exhale, hinging at the hips for dancer. Release the right arm long to help with your balance. Core stays engaged, breath stays calm. Find your focal point. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, transition, release the foot. Coming into our modified tree. So really just holding the left foot with the right hand. Left knee pointed towards the earth. Shoulders released. And then exhale, release the left arm high. Deep inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, slowly release the left arm, release the left leg. Coming into mountain pose, inhale, sweeping the arms up and over. Drawing the fingertips up towards the sky, release to the right. And then coming through center, release to the left. Coming back to center, open the arms up wide, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the arms back overhead, and then swan dive all the way down towards the floor for forward fold. Exhale, stepping right leg back, left to meet. High plank. Engage the core, releasing to the heels, so releasing the heels back away from the body. On your next exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, turn the toes under, coming into downward dog. On the next exhale, release right leg high, bending the right knee, drawing the right foot forward. Planting the left hand on the right instep, release the left arm towards the sky. On the next exhale, release the right hand to frame out that right foot, and then slowly transition, drawing the top of the body up into a high runner's lunge. Deep inhales and exhales. And then open towards the right hand side, strengthening that left leg, pressing into the left heel. Inhale, release the arms back up. Exhale, release the hands down, stepping into high plank. Slowly release, so release the knees, and then drawing the elbows tight in towards the body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Release the left leg high. Bend the left knee, stepping the foot in between the hands. Planting the right hand to the left instep, release the left arm towards the sky. So pressing into that right heel, right leg is strong. You can always release to the knee. One more breath. Exhale, release the left hand down. So really kind of setting up, shifting the weight around so that you can start to draw the top body up into your high runner's lunge. Inhale, release the arms up towards the ears. Exhale, twisting and opening out the arms. Deep inhales and exhales, strengthening that right leg. Core is engaged. Exhale, releasing the arms back to neutral near the ears. Exhale, the hands all the way down to the mat, stepping the left foot back into high plank. Take one more breath in high plank. And then on the exhale, slowly lower the body all the way down. So belly button to meet the mat, one hand on top of the other, forehead released to the top of the hand. Bending the knees slowly, windshield wipering back and forth. Deep inhales and exhale to release the body. And then release the legs down. Sliding the hands next to the chest, draw the elbows in tight towards the chest. Inhale, coming up to cobra. And then using this either as a flow, release those shoulders, engage the core, holding for 5 breaths or flowing for 5 breaths. So if the flow, you would inhale and lift and exhale, lower. And then just flow with the inhale and exhale until you reach 5. Or you can hold the breath, or hold the pose for 5. Don't hold the breath. Deep inhales and exhales, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. And after your 5th breath, then release everything down. One hand on top of the other, forehead to the top of the hand. Bending the knees, windshield wipering back and forth. And then releasing the legs down. On the inhale, lifting just the legs. So inhale, strengthen the legs, strengthen the glutes. Really imagine someone's pulling the toes away from the body. On your next exhale, slowly release. Sweep the arms next to the body, connecting the forehead towards the mat. Shoulders released away from the ears. On the inhale, lifting just the chest and shoulders off of the mat. Fingertips can be really pressed away from the body. Arms are strengthened, glutes are engaged, core is engaged. On the next exhale, release everything down. Inhale, lift everything off of the ground. Legs, shoulders, arms. Deep inhales and exhales. Soften the jaw. Keep the core engaged. One more deep breath. Long, slow exhale. Release everything down. Take 3 more deep breaths here. You can always bring the hands back underneath the forehead. And then sliding the hands next to the chest, elbows tucked in towards the body. Using the strength of your beautiful arms, pushing the body up and over, knees invited together, hips released, forehead towards the mat. Releasing the arms to the side. 5 deep inhales and exhales to release in child's pose. After your 5th breath, slowly coming back up, taking just a moment for in hero pose, clasping the fists behind the body, opening the chest, opening the heart, and then releasing to a seated position. So maybe bringing the body towards the middle of the mat, coming into our boat pose. So finding your sit bones, but then releasing away from the sit bones. Shoulders released away from the ears, spine nice and long. Engage the core. So boat pose, toes can be connected to the earth, arms can be floated right here. So as you lean back, you'll feel the engagement of the core already. So you can also release the fingertips behind the body, palms pressed into the earth. And then you can play with the idea of maybe raising the legs parallel with the floor, or even extending them further. Or finding kind of a halfway, so arms floated, palms facing up. Core is engaged, shoulders released, and then floating the legs up parallel with the floor. 5 deep breaths. Feel free to flow with this, so bringing the toes up and down to follow your breath. And after your 5th breath, coming into an easy seated pose, bring right hand to left knee, left arm released. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, look out over the shoulder. And then slowly release, switching sides. So left hand to right knee, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, look out over the shoulder. And then release. Bottoms of the feet together in butterfly pose. Releasing the knees away from the body. The closer the heels are to the hips, the deeper the stretch. If you want to deepen it even more, you can take the bottoms of the feet and peel them open like a book, keeping the spine of the book or the edge of the feet connected with the earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinging at the hips forward. So using the elbows as a little bit of leverage to release the legs a little bit more. Keeping the spine long, shoulders released, core engaged, soften the jaw so that you can fully inhale and exhale. See if you can send the breath all the way to the stomach, expand the ribs, sipping into the chest. Long, slow exhale. And then releasing the feet a little bit further away from the body. Drawing the hands to center, release to the mat, and then slide the hands under for turtle. So kind of just moving those elbows underneath so that you can maintain that long spine and hinging at the hips forward. And once you feel like you've gone as far as you can with the long spine, then roll into turtle pose. So drawing the nose closer towards the mat. One more deep breath, in through the nose, long, slow exhale, release all the way up. Extend left leg long, crossing right over the left. Drawing the left elbow around the right knee, release the right arm behind. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Left knee and left toes pointed up, engage the core, lengthen on the inhale, exhale, twist. And then slowly unwind and switch sides. So left over right, draping right arm around the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale. Release both legs down, toes and knees pointed up. Inhale, lengthen the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, reaching fingertips away from the body. Hinging at the hips, and then releasing the fingertips towards the earth. Nice long spine. If this is too much of a stretch, invite the knees to bend slightly to relieve any pressure. And then slowly on the exhale, roll the spine all the way back up. Scooting a little bit forward on the mat, releasing all the way down. So hinging back, release the whole body. So knees drawn in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug, maybe a kind word. And then just rocking side to side. Holding onto the knees gently and circling in one direction and the other. And then drawing the knees back to neutral. release the feet up towards the sky. So really flexing the feet and pressing the sky away from the body. Strengthening the legs, coming into legs up the wall. So we're moving into a shoulder stand here because it's one of my favorites. I love how the blood comes into my heart, into my brain. It feels really good as an inversion. If that feels like it's too much for you, just continue to invite the legs up the wall. You can also bring the bottoms of the feet together to do a reclined or an inclined butterfly, and then stretching the legs out one at a time, or inviting both legs into a wide straddle so that you're not feeling like you're just hanging out with your legs up. You can invite a few other movements in. But if you'd like to join me in a shoulder stand, engage the core, prepare the neck and the head to stay still, and reminding yourself that the shoulder stand, the weight of the body is in the shoulders. So no pressure in the neck or the head. So invite the hips up. So I usually use my hands to help me get there. Slide the elbows underneath to stabilize. And then draw the toes up towards the sky. Engage the legs, the glutes, the core. Reminding yourself the weight of the body is in the shoulders, not in the neck and the head. No strain in the neck and the head. Take 2 more breaths here. And then if it feels good, you can release the toes behind the body and plow, and then release the arms towards the mat. So fingertips to the mat. Weight of the body's in the shoulders, not the neck and not the head. 1 more breath. And then slowly on the exhale, release the hips down. 1 vertebrae at a time, connecting with the earth. Draw the knees in towards the chest 1 more time. Give yourself a hug. And maybe another kind word. And then releasing the feet in front, knees pointed up. And then draw the bottoms of the feet together. Pressing the soles of the feet together, releasing the knees away from the body into a reclined butterfly. Maybe placing the hands right over your heart. Soften the jaw. Deep inhales and exhales. On the next exhale, release the knees back to neutral. Invite the bottoms of the feet up towards the sky 1 last time. Engage the core, release the shoulders away from the ears. Fingertips underneath the hips, and then slowly to your count of 10, release the heels down towards the mat. As the heels start to connect with the earth, start releasing the body all the way down, preparing for Shavasana. Start feeling the connection of the body with your mat. Start to slow the breath. Allow the feet to naturally open. Invite the palms facing up. Arms released to the side. Invite the breath to start to slow down. Feel the vibration of the body in the soles of the feet. Soften the tops of the feet and release each toe 1 at a time. Release any tension from the lower legs. Soften the knees. Release the upper legs. Release any tension from the hips. Soften the stomach. Release the lower spine, the upper spine. Release the tension from the chest. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the upper arms, the elbows. Relax the lower arms. Soften the tops of the hands. Feel the vibration of your body in the palms of your hands, and release each finger 1 at a time. Release any tension from the neck. Soften the jaw. Release the cheeks, the ears, the nose, the eyes, the forehead. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, release from the top of the head all the way to the bottoms of the feet. For just a few moments, I'll let you rest, and then you'll hear my voice again. As you start to hear the sound of my voice, start bringing awareness back to your space. Checking in with the breath. Noticing your stillness. Inviting small movements into your fingers and toes, maybe taking a stretch overhead. And then as you feel ready, keeping your eyes closed and slowly rolling to one side for more stillness. Always inviting gratitude in for everything that your body is capable of, everything that your body does to serve you, consciously and subconsciously. Giving gratitude for everything that your mind is capable of. Taking a moment and giving gratitude for the stillness you just allowed to enter your body and your mind and your spirit. And knowing that resting pose is probably one of the hardest poses to achieve. Knowing it takes practice to allow our minds to rest for healing, our bodies to rest. So giving gratitude for that stillness. Knowing that that stillness creates the possibility to pause. Know that you are beautifully and perfectly made just the way that you are, exactly the way that you are. And the world is lucky to have you showing up vulnerably and authentically. And allowing those around you the permission and the encouragement to show up authentically and vulnerably also. And knowing when we come from stillness, it creates a little bit more peace and kindness. I know for sure it creates more justice and brings a little bit more love into our communities. Be patient with yourself while you're growing and learning so that that trickles out to the people that you serve. As you feel ready, slowly coming back up to a seated position to close our practice. Joining me in a seated position, finding ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, fingertips connected with the earth for one breath, just to ground us. And then inviting the palms to raise up towards the sky. On the inhale, collect up this beautiful energy you helped create into the palms of your hands to hold with you the rest of the day. Exhaling to heart center, thumbs to the heart, reminding us we are all connected by no mistake. May you be safe, may you be well, may you be at ease, and may you have peace. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.